Howdy there everybody, and welcome to watch me talk stuff, I guess. I'm kind of inspired by Lollington's book videos, where she, I guess, reviews the books as well, but discusses about them as well. And I thought that is quite a fun idea, and something that would be cool to do, just talk about some games that I have been playing and what I have thought about them. So that is the idea for this one. just discussing what I have been playing last month and this month. At the first, I'm going on a holiday next week, and I don't have anything planned on the channel for that week. And I think I have been uploading every week, at least something, mostly shorts, but at least something this year. So that might be my first week off. We are going on a I don't know, is it 6 days probably, to Lapland. But basically the first day is us arriving there. It's like a really remote cabin that doesn't have electricity at all. And there's like a river going next to it. And you need to row past that. There's literally nothing on the other side other than the cabin. So we are going there to fish, and hopefully, I don't know what's the name of the fish, it's harjus in Finnish, but that is our target fish to get. We were there last year and we were a little bit longer there, and we didn't manage to get it. We managed to see it by our what do you call it, baits, but they didn't even come above the water level. But that year I wasn't too upset about it, because I got a trout myself that was maybe that small. But it was at least something, and I'm really excited for that. It's how would I put it? You get to just get rid of everything, every stress and everything, and just be there. Sauna every day, at least twice. I'm going there with my dad, and last year we were just joking about the man who was renting the cabin being so annoyed about us burning his whole log cabin. No, that's not it. Cabin which is full of logs. We burned through almost everything because we were zoning so much. And also there's I don't know, what would you call it? Outside, not a house, but a building where you have a fireplace in the middle, where we cooked. There was also gas stove, but we always cook there, which means more firewood. So our guessing for this year is that he has hidden most of his logs from us, so we can't burn all of them. Also, I was debating, should I start this, because I'm a bit of am I getting sick or am I not? Now I feel a little bit sick today, but my eyes look horrendous, but I was who cares? Just going to do it. But about the trip we are going to do there's no electricity, so I can't take my Switch or anything like that with me. So I bought myself a book. I have been reading Wheel of Time. You can see a couple of the Finnish books over there. I'm now at book 2. I'm really slow reader. I think I have been averaging if I read for an hour, I get to 40 or 50 pages. And I have been doing that at night when I have time before I go to sleep. So I'm at halfway through book 2, and I started to read them because of the show that I watched after I watched Fallout on Prime Video. And then I realized the Wheel of Time show was also there, and watched that and really liked it. I have read through the whole series, except the last 3 books. In Finnish, because they are translated books, and they require I guess more space. There is, I think it's nearly 30 books in Finnish, before even the last 3 that are, or when I got them, were only in English. And I was a little bit younger back then, maybe 15. Maybe that could be correct, and I could have read them and understood what I was reading, but I would have been missing on some stuff because my English wasn't as good as it's now. So I never really got to them. And when I was watching the show, I got this itch that I just want to read the books again. And when I was also watching the show, I couldn't remember like anything. I remember the beginning, but after that I didn't remember anything. So it's been fun. I have been really enjoying the books. I haven't read in ages before that. And I'm going to take one of those books with me there to read on the nights. And then I got from the person who finished the Wheel of Time books, Brandon Sanders, and I bought myself, I wonder if you can see that, but Curse of the Emerald Sea, which is, if I understood correctly, it's part of his like Cosmere multi-universe, whatever that is, but it's like a standalone story. And I have read the first chapter, which was really short so far, and it seemed interesting. And also the book is gorgeous. Like, just look at that. And then also I can show you from the inside. I don't know, it looks beautiful to me, and if I take the cover off, where I put that I don't like mess it up. Put it there. There's also like, these aren't engraved, but you can feel the letters, which I don't know, it feels quality to me, as does the book. And the first chapter, I really like the writing in the beginning. I can read the first part of it because I don't know, I think it was like really, it's playfully written, a correct word, but it starts like, in the middle of the ocean, there was a girl who lived up on a rock. This was not an ocean like the one you have imagined, nor was the rock like the one you have imagined. The girl, however, might be as you imagined, assuming you imagined her as thoughtful, soft-spoken, and overly fond of collecting cups. I don't know, I like the writing there, and like talking to the reader. Excited to get through that. And also, about Wheel of Time that I forgot to say, was that when I was watching the show, there were parts of it that I was like, that seems like a little bit more like, how do you say it in English? I don't actually know. Like, not natural, some spells or stuff like that felt like the show was a little bit more like grounded. Or the books were a little bit more grounded. Or so I thought, but when I started reading the books I was like, oh, okay, actually the show might be the more grounded one of these. But yeah, have been enjoying reading that. Then last month I played a lot of Tears of the Kingdom. I put the video about the story stuff on YouTube, and then I have been playing lots of like side quests and just like unlocking everything around Hyrule, and been enjoying that immensely. It has been really fun, and I think I made the correct choice. Like, I would have never finished that game on my channel if I had recorded everything. I didn't honestly really like the videos, and I was pretty pleased with the latest one, how it turned. So I think I made a good choice there, and I have been enjoying the game a lot more than I was enjoying when I was recording it. And some of the story games that I play, I record them because it's quite fun to watch your reactions to them. Even my reactions are quite tame or confused, but it's fun to like go back and watch them after some time, like for example Oxenfree or something like that. And then I had COVID a couple of weeks ago, or was it a week ago? I can't remember. But before that, I bought myself, from the Steam Summer Sale, I bought myself Remember Me. That was a game that I had never heard about, and which was from Don't Nod. And if you are not familiar with them, they were the ones that made Life is Strange, and I think Banishers was this year. And last year they released Chushan that I really liked. And I really liked, in that game, like the world building and exploring. So I thought, that game looked interesting, and I thought I might give it a go. It was really cheap as well. It was recommended in some sort of like TikTok video. And I recorded the first part of that. But then I got sick. My plan was to like record through it that week. But then I got sick, and now it has been like a couple weeks, and I can't remember anything. I haven't edited it yet, so at least that's the good thing. I can like recap that. But it's the common theme with anything that I record, something happens. Other game that I bought during the Steam summer sale was Industria, which I played halfway through it. It's a really short game, like couple hours. Recorded it, and I was quite happy with it. Like I had really fun time with the game, and I thought like my commentary was fun, because I have like good days and bad days that I don't really feel it when I start recording, but sometimes like I'm just quite like not as talkative and a bit boring. But during that I was, in my opinion, being like fun, and that was entertaining to watch the part that I edited. But the problem with it was that before I was recording it, I was setting up OBS on my PC. I have been recording through the capture card before, and now, thanks to Sorilei, who told me that I can also record like via my PC, and it can capture the PC screen without the Elgato capture card. I set it up, and there was an option to like use game sound capture that is in beta, at least on the version that I have. And I was testing that, but it caused the game to lag quite a bit. At least the game I was testing. So I was like, okay, turning it off, I can just record the desktop audio. Well, for some reason, I left it on. And when I recorded Industria, like, I obviously checked the sound levels first. And I was like, okay, that sounds fun. In the bit that I checked, probably like 5 to 10 seconds, you can't hear it, that there is like double audio, and they aren't in sync. Other one is coming like milliseconds behind that, and it's really noticeable. So basically that whole recording, I don't say it's scrapped, but it's not like fun to listen to, because it sounds a bit horrendous. I think I'm still going to edit it and release it, and then do the second part, because I really enjoyed the game, and I had fun time like recording it, and it had a like cool mystery that I kind of like think would be good for the video, or the reaction and discussing about. I don't know. But those were before COVID. Then COVID hit, and I was like, for a week I really couldn't do anything. I wasn't too sick. I had like light fever, but I was just tired. I couldn't get myself to do anything, and that's why I haven't been uploading much. That, and also because of I really like tried to push content during the summer, because I had the one viral clip which got to, was it now 2.4 million views on YouTube, which meant that I only needed to get 600,000 views more to get partnered on YouTube. Not the like full partner, but half partner, I don't know what to call it. And it's something that you can't lose, even though if you can keep up with the same numbers. So I tried to get that, and I think I got like 200,000 views short of that, which feels kinda sad in a way, because that was like, I thought about it, it was like a chance I'm never going to get again, I don't think. So I needed to take full advantage of that, and not to get there, and actually it wasn't that far off getting there, I don't think. It's a little bit sad, but then again, the things that I put out did like extremely well on my channel standards. And now it was mostly Fallout, and now that I have been uploading other stuff, and they have been doing like even good compared before this summer, what I was doing before that, it feels like not disappointing, but you want more because you were doing so well during the summer. But yeah, I took my foot off the gas pedal for uploading stuff, because sometimes I can put like, not garbage, but like shorts that I look back on and cringe on them, like why did I do that? Mostly it's because I had like a good idea in my head, but the execution wasn't that great. But I think that is a good jumping point to then, if anybody has heard of Lurkit, is like a website for game developers or publishers and then content creators, where the publishers can like set limits what you need to reach to get access to some games, and then doing content to them. And I got myself a key for SteamWorld Heist thanks to the video that went viral on me, boosted my stats so much I can basically like apply for not everything but quite a lot of stuff on Lurkit, which was actually quite surprising. I don't know, I don't feel quite confident like requesting to get a chance to get a key for a bigger game, because I don't think I can reach the goals that they want. But the game that I got was SteamWorld Heist 2, that I have now put out one video, and then I have like recorded the first hour that I played of it. Then I thought the video was quite good. I haven't edited it yet. It's probably something I might release next week, so I don't miss a week. But yeah, I got that, and they're actually the like goals that you need to reach to get the key for the game wasn't that bad actually. Like they were some that I could hit before this summer, so I didn't feel too bad about that. I have been enjoying that game a lot. The first shard about it that I released last night did completely garbage. I thought I was being quite smart about it, because the game is basically like a turn-based shooter where you can like 2D shooter from the like pictured from the side. I put some footage of this so you can see, and you can basically bounce your bullets through the walls and roofs and everything. And I thought it would be a funny clip to do, like the bullet hitting different stuff.
God damn, that's beautiful.
And I thought I was being clever with the shard, like trying to take like not famous scenes, but scenes where like something gets hit and then putting the bullet sound through it. Like the Officer one was quite clever in my opinion, but in the end, sometimes on YouTube or TikTok, if you upload a video, it might not get any views for some reason. For example, if it's under 10 seconds, usually TikTok doesn't really boost it then. And I don't know if that was the case here, wouldn't feel that bad. But I think the video got like 300 views on TikTok and got 0 likes. So I was like, okay, it might have been quite garbage idea then. But yeah, I have been enjoying that game a lot. It has a cool system that you have like levels that, how do you say, differentiate or change between like 10 to 30 minutes. And you have like a day and a crew, and during that day you can do missions. But when you do a mission, let's say it takes, it always like forces you to use certain amount of crew. That amount can differentiate, but you can put more or less, I think, to do that mission. And you have a certain amount of crew members. And for example, if there's a quest to attack a boat, and it requires 2 crewmates, then you have, let's say, 3 left, and you can go do another quest that, for example, requires 1 and 2 crewmates, like 2 different missions, or a bigger mission that requires 3. And I think it works quite nicely, because then you get to use every member in your crew. There isn't a person that like, okay, this is my main crew, and then that is just one person that I don't really need for anything. So I think that's done quite well, and the gameplay is so addicting. So much fun to like try to line up stuff and hit many people at the time. And when you miss the target, because when you try to aim, there's always like little wiggle to make it not easy. And when you miss your target, the bullets still bounce around the level and hit somebody on accident. So you can be just like, oh, that was the thing I was meant to do. So I have been really enjoying that. I think I have now clocked close to 10 hours to it, maybe. I played it a lot last night. I fully recommend it. Actually, I have been quite surprised how good the story has been so far. Or how... Story... it has a like good beginning, and then there's just dialogue to get you through the game and building up. But there's quite a good focus on the characters and their backstories. Like the main character, for example, is quite of in the shadow of her mother's legacy. And then there is this really excited, like one of your crewmates, really excited young girl, robot or whatever that is, who is just excited to be there and be part of this great crew or legendary crew. So yeah, been really enjoying the characters there, and the storytelling has been great, and the world building as well. So that is the game that I have been playing the most recently. Then I also got myself, there were a couple of games on sale, physical games, for the Switch that I bought. There was one game from last year that I have been really wanting to get, but it's full price game, and I really didn't have the money for it. And now it was like 50% off, and it is, I don't know, can you see that even? Dragon Quest Monsters. It has such a beautiful like cover art, and I was quite. I like Dragon Quest games. They are like, especially the spin-off games that I have played, they seem like gameplay-wise interesting, but then story-wise and kind of design-wise also they seem a little bit bare bones, but when you get really into them, they actually really get quite in-depth, and that's the case with this as well. The story, it has a really good beginning for the story that gets you hooked, and then it has been kind of slowly building, but nothing big has happened yet. But the king has definitely been, or the carry has definitely been the gameplay. It's so good. It's how would I explain it? It's basically like Pokemon, if you could fuse your Pokemons to make like better ones. There are different tiers of monsters, starting from, I think it's GFE. Wait, GFDE, CBAS, I think are the tiers. I'm about 10 hours in so far. And you can fuse the monsters to try to get like climbing the tiers. For example, in the beginning when you get G level monsters, you can fuse them and try to get an E level or E grade monster that will have better stats. And then you can also, they have skill trees is wrong, they have abilities that you can level up. For example, like you can level up attack ability that boosts your attack. It, for example, needs 100 points to complete, and you get, I don't think it's every level up you do, but let's say every 2 level ups you do, you get like 6 points in that tree. And you can level up those, and then when you fuse the monsters, you can carry 3 of those abilities with the points you have put there. And then if you have, for example, 2 attack abilities, they combine to... Well, actually, I don't think they combine to that, but they upgrade the monster you fuse into with attack tier 2 ability. That has more like... For example, if the attack 1 needed 100 points to complete it, the attack 2 tier has 150, so there's more room to improve, and it's more powerful. So, and when you fuse the monsters, the monster you get at the moment, I think it's going to change when I get more further in the game. They start at level 0, so the ability boosters are quite good in the beginning to have, because then the monster, when you take them to your party, They don't like feel completely garbage from the get-go. And usually they have like, you have different stars on different like attributes. For example, like leveling up can have, I think it's from 1 to 5 stars maybe, and it means how fast does that attribute like level up. So some of the monsters can then level up faster, for example. And it just creates quite a fun like gameplay loop where it doesn't get stale. For example, with Pokemon, it kind of, for me, why I play the games for 10 hours and then I kind of get bored when you get your core party and just start battling with them and you don't really need anything else. Nothing really, because I'm not that into collecting all of the Pokemons. So it gets less exciting. But here you want to all the time be catching more monsters to fuse, or in this case, how you say it? Synthesize them to higher level monsters. And you kind of are all the time doing something that feels important. And then the world where you move is like built of like smaller levels, like hub worlds. Is that a correct word? Sandbox worlds. Like smaller areas you can probably run from end to end in a couple of minutes. And they have like every those maps has one storyline that you progress through. And then you, for example, one of the maps can have like a Colosseum, or a place where you fight other monster wranglers or whatever they are called in this game. And you can, it starts from the G tier, and then you can do higher tiers and battle like better opponents. And that's kind of the story of that area. I don't know how interesting I made that sound, but there are like smaller stories that like foreshadow some bigger narrative that is going through the game, if that makes sense. And when I started the game, the first world that I like started exploring, I was like, this seems quite empty. For a Switch game it looks okay, runs okay, the game runs okay. And more into the game you get, you start to notice, oh, actually this is quite cleverly designed, and there are like secret areas that you can get. So yeah, I don't know how badly I butchered explaining that, but that is a game that I have been like loving at the moment. I played it the whole last weekend when I was at my parents'. Then I also got this week another game from last year that I have really wanted to get, but it was also full priced. For Dragon Quest Monsters, I would have paid full price for that if I had the money. For this one, maybe not. And it was also 50% off. And it is, I don't know if you can see Paten Kaitos, which is it's a HD remaster, I think. I think those were originally GameCube games, but for me, importantly, I have been really liking the Xenoblade games on Nintendo Switch. And that is the studio that made those games. That is made by them, and I think that is the most accessible game after the Xenoblade games to get into. Like, they have made a lot of games before that, but they are kind of locked in on the platforms they are. Like, there's Xenosaga, I think, that is on PS2, possibly PS3, and Xenogears that is on PS1. And then, was it Pandora's Box or something like that on Wii, and some other Wii game that are locked there and are extremely expensive even here in Finland. So really excited to give it a go. I got it today, that one. These latter two I bought like separately. But excited to give it a go. It might be a while before I get to that. And alongside that was a game that it also released last year, indie game. That was, I think, 25 euros was the like full price for it, which is not that expensive. It didn't get like glowing reviews. It got some 6s and 7s, and basically it came down to it being a little bit simple, which is not bad for me. It's a roguelite, I'm pretty sure. And I haven't really played those type of games, so I think a simpler introduction is good for me. And the art style in this game and the world looks so good. I don't know, the reviews for it on the Switch weren't great, like performance wise, but I hope I couldn't find like any videos on it like after a couple of patches if the performance has improved. I hope so. If not, I can wait for Switch 2 because then it will run good on that. But that game is Hellboy, Web of Word. I don't know if you can see the box art. This is like a special edition as well. This would have been 60 euros full price, but it was 15 I think now. I think they were trying to get rid of these. But this box art, first of all, looks extremely good. Then you get the game with it. I think the best box art that I have on my Switch games. And I have a quite few. You can't actually see them. I can show you on the shelf. But there is the full row of my Switch games. I think there's nearly 60 of them. People often ask me if I collect them, but no, I just like if I buy them digitally, they don't have any real world value. Like, first of all, I play a lot of games, and then when I buy them like these, I can like eventually sell them if I need to, and they won't go anywhere. So I just like to buy them physically. But yeah, this looks great. And then it also came up with a art book, this was called like collector's edition, and this was basically the only thing that came with the game. And I love these things. Like, just looking through them, art in general. And for example, this one, I think I can show it. It has like about Hellboy. I don't know much about this character. I know the movies that look quite weird to me. I haven't seen any of them, so I'm interested to read that. And then you have like character design, world elements, and stuff like that. I think I can show you some from here. But the game looks absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm going to like boot it up on this video and try like the first 15 minutes and see how the performance is and everything. And you can see the game running. I'm quite like really excited to try this out. So these are technically spoilers, so there's somebody who hasn't played this and wants to play it, probably should look away. That's more like a better look at the game's visuals. My webcam is not that great. Or actually the webcam is okay, but I run it low resolution, so you can't well see how tired my eyes are. So yeah, bought that. I'm going to give it a try today. And I think there's one more. I don't know if this was a good buy. There has been like times when there is something, I don't know what it's called in English, when like stores want to get rid of stuff. They have a couple of them in their stores and they put the prices really low. For example, you can see behind me the Ni no Kuni Collector's Edition was something I got like years ago. I think I got that one. I wanted to buy the game after it came out, like half a year after it came out, and I happened to see that the collector's edition was going for the price of the game, so I was like, oh, I want to get that. It also has gorgeous art book. But yeah, I have been like seeing a lot of like collector's editions and stuff like that to go for a cheap price, and I've been like, do I really need that? I don't buy stuff for them to get value, like over time to get value. I buy stuff to like use them. But now I made an exception because I can show this to you. This was selling for 20 euros. And I have the VR glasses before this for Labo. I got them from like second hand for maybe 10 euros. They are completely, to be honest, completely garbage, but they were like, I would pay 10 euros to like try them out and see what they are about. But this one I bought just because all the Labo products are made of like cardboard. And when you build these, you can put them back to like the original form. So like in 10 years time, there is going to be a very limited amount of these. So hopefully it will rise in the value. That is my only thinking. I normally never buy anything to just like get their value, but I thought like this was a ridiculously good offer. At least I felt like that, because these days when you try to buy something for a value, there's so much like offering in the beginning. Does that make sense to say? That they don't really like. It's not like the old days when you like, for example, like Game Boys, Game Boy Advances and stuff like that. There's a limited amount of them, and that's why the prices are quite high. These days it's quite hard to get to that because there is so much stuff produced in the beginning, and there's like people also preserving them. But I feel like most of these will hopefully like get used, and then in 10 years time or something like that, this will grow in value, so I can get a couple hundreds out of it. That's my thinking. I have to say, I'm actually quite tempted to build that. It looks fun. I thought if I ever stream, I would that will be a goal, that I make a stream where I build it, or a video. I don't know. Most likely I will never stream. It's too scary. And my English is garbage. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted to build it. I should have maybe bought 2 of them. One to put in some safe location to just wait for the value to increase, and then one to have fun with. But I think those were mostly the games that I have been playing during last month or the couple last weeks. Those and CSGO, but nobody wants to know anything about that, so I shall skip over it. I'm interested to see when I edit this video. Will it actually be interesting or complete garbage like everything I mostly do? Or put it better, will I be happy with this, I guess. Also, one thing I thought, it would be fun to do like a little challenge at the end of these. And I thought one that came up when I was thinking about this last night was the, like there's the trend to do, like can you write down 100 of, like, for example, female like famous persons. That was a challenge. I thought that's actually quite a fun idea. Female though, who cares about them? No, but I thought it would be like fun to do. For example, video game devs. How many devs I can name? Because I'm a video game student. And I thought about that, but I thought it might take too much time. I feel a little, like I said in the beginning, I feel a little bit sick, so I thought I would do something a little bit more easier for this time. And thought if somebody actually watches this, you can ask me to do some sort of challenge in those lines. For example, tier list. I thought about doing like a tier list out of all of the games I have on my Switch, or something like that. But for today, where's my list? I thought about doing like a prediction for end of the year, what games will make the Game of the Year lists. And I pick a couple of categories. I have Game of the Year, obviously. Then I have Best Art Direction, Best Indie, and then also Ongoing Game. Kind of the ones that interest me the most, except the ongoing one. Ongoing one was just like when I was looking through the games that came out of this year, I was like, okay, those make sense there, those make sense there. I can actually get a good prediction for that. So I will put this on the screen, but I have now written down. Or should I start? Well, yeah. Let's start with the game of the year. Like, I think there is 5 nominees for category. So I have written down here Indiana Jones, Dragon Age, Elden Ring DLC, Final Fantasy Rebirth, then Star Wars Outlaws or Assassin's Creed, Metaphor ReFantazio, Helldivers 2, Astrobot 2, Stalker 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Unicorn Overlord, Dragon's Dogma 2, and then the 2D Zelda game, or top-down Zelda game, Echoes of the Wisdom, or whatever that was. So there's quite a long list of good games that have either come out or will come out this year. And to be honest, it's not easy to pick 5 games that I think will make the list out of these. But I'm feeling quite good about Indiana Jones. It looks to me, it looks incredibly good. But when I follow a lot of like game coverage and stuff like that, podcasts and videos about them, people don't seem too excited about that, which is, based on what we have seen, it's a little bit surprising to me. But I would definitely put that there. And then I'm a huge fan of Dragon Age Inquisition, and I'm a huge fan of what I have seen about Dragon Age Veilguard so far. So that would be a one that I would also put on the list, that I feel like confident about, that would be like nominated. And then, for example, Elden Ring DLC got like really good reviews this year, so it seems like a no-brainer to be there, especially when the main game won Game of the Year. But there are actually quite many good games this year. I don't think it will make the list. And on my list as well are Final Fantasy Rebirth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Assassin's Creed. I would also cross them off. And then I feel quite confident about Metaphor ReFantazio. It, like, where I'm predicting these are the Jeff Keighley show, and those usually don't have like the big RPGs. They have been there during the later years, but I don't think they have gotten the like recognition they deserve. So that's I'm a little bit iffy about that. I think it should be on the top 5, but it might not make it there, but I will put it there. So we have 3 down. And then out of the ones I still have, I think the Echoes of Wisdom, the Zelda game, it seems like really unique idea. And something that is, there's really nothing like that there at the moment. And based on what I have seen, I think it has to be good. I believe in it quite a lot, so I would put that as my 4th. And then out of the ones we still have left, either Helldivers or Astrobot. Helldivers is such a weird one because in the Game of the Year discussions, or whatever those are, there's rarely any multiplayer games like solely on the Game of the Year. And if they are, I also don't think they get the recognition they deserve. It's usually something like story that is really heavily focused on story and gameplay. But I think I will lock Helldivers 2 there, just based on the like popularity it has had during this year. And then, okay, let's go with the last 2 that I have. I have the ongoing one, which is basically I have written down Helldivers 2, Palworld, Destiny 2 Final Shape, and Fortnite, which I think all of those have had great content this year. So I think I feel quite safe about them. But I'm not too interested in that. But then best art direction and best indie games, I think are good categories for me to talk about games that you might maybe not know. And if I start from best art direction, my first pick for that, and I think in my opinion probably the winner as well for me, would be Harold Halibut, which was a unique looking game that dropped in Game Pass this year. It's basically like game made out of like stop motion clay puppets, or what would you call them? And it just looks beautiful. The game itself, it's quite slow. I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm like 4 or 5 hours into it, and it has been like slow burn, but I have also liked it. It has really good world building, but like gameplay wise it's quite stale, I would say. But it looks absolutely stunning. And if you appreciate like art, that's a game at least worth checking out. And then Metaphor Fantasio, whatever, however you pronounce that. That game looks absolutely stunning. And if you like think about Persona 5, that was their previous game, really stylized game. And this one also looks really stylized, so I think that's a good bet to have on this list. And then I also put, I thought about it, am I a little bit biased for this, but I also put Snufkin. That you have seen a couple of videos on my channel. I think I have like couple of videos left to record of it. I feel like I'm like getting at the end of it. But during this summer, for some reason, I just haven't felt like playing it, so I've been pushing it and pushing it. But I will finish it. But it looks so beautiful and so close to the original like source material, I guess. I think it serves a shout out. And then I have Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. That game also looks gorgeous, but you could also argue that there has been so many HD 2D games that is this like step above them, which I think it is. And then I have for my final one for this category would be Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. That game looks stunning. I haven't played it myself yet, and I don't know if I will. I have so many RPGs, as you could see, that I need to play, so I haven't even finished the Origami game yet, but that game looks absolutely stunning. And then for best indie game, it's a little bit hard one, based on the like discussions that were surrounding around this category last year, like what is an indie game? Like what was it? Dave the Diver or whatever that was. People said it was nominated because, or was classified as an indie game because it looks like an indie game, not because it was developed by an independent studio, which the name like implies. And usually this category has like smaller indie games. For example, Baldur's Gate 3 last year would have been indie game and should have been in this category, but it was not put here because it's quite high budget game, I guess. So I have here, I'm not sure if all of these are indie games, but I have Pacific Drive, Reka, Balatro, Locomotive that is not out yet, and I'm not sure if it's coming out this year, but I have played the demo for it. It's up on my channel and it's one of the most anticipated games for me. Then I have Plucky Squire, SteamWorld Heist 2. Should I say technically a sponsor because I got the key for free, but no. And then Eastward Octopia came out this year. Did I say I have also been playing that and enjoying it? Like when I started recording videos for that, I always said that I would probably not finish it. I would just record as long as I feel like it and then finish it on my own. But yeah, excellent game. Then Cat Quest 3 Enshrouded and Hades 2, which is in early access, and that's a really good selection. It's like, the argument is, for example, Eastward Octopia and Locomotive are published by Chucklefish, and I think funded by Chucklefish maybe, which is a indie publisher, but I don't remember the arguments for it, but some could argue it's not an indie game then, because it has a publisher and somebody who funds the games. Like, it's an independent studio, but there is a publisher that I don't think they own them, maybe, but they develop a content for them. I don't know. But out of those, Balatro 100% makes this list based on like everything I have heard about that game. It's a like deck building game. That's basically all I know about it. It's a deck building game with like real cards and real rules, but there are also like the cards have like new stats or something like that. I don't know. I need to get into that game. If it's on phone, I might get it for when I go to the holiday and give it a go. But on podcasts that I have listened to, it has been regarded to being as like even a Game of the Year contender. So it's probably the one who's going to win this category. But then I would also, out of these, I would also put SteamWorld Heist 2 Pacific Drive, which is a, if I remember correctly, does it take place in the same universe as the Stalker games? Maybe. I can be wrong about that. But it's basically a game where you drive in your car and explore different areas. And the car is basically, obviously, like how you move. You can also get out of the car, but how you traverse the world. But then it's also your inventory. And there's all like kinds of cool stuff related to it. And it's kind of a cool gameplay loop. I like it. I have played the demo for it, but I haven't gotten the game yet, because I don't have time to play it. So that makes 3 games. Then I would probably Hades 2, I don't know, it's in early access. Does it get to be here? But that would probably be my pick. And then Eastward Octopia. And if you want to hear my thoughts on it, watch one of the videos, I guess. I don't know, was this a fun idea to do? Let's see. You can give me feedback, how should I do these types of videos again? Those are my predictions. That was the little challenge. Maybe I try to do something that is over a little bit quicker, or I just give like quick thoughts on it. I don't know. I don't know how long that took. But then I said I would like to try the Hellboy game. Well, let's say like the first 20 minutes. So shall we do that? And then end this garbage. I bet nobody has even gotten this far. Also, as you can see, I haven't been lying. There is... Wait, why is this here? Oh yeah, I tried the VR classes this week. So that's why Smash Bros. And Zelda is here. And I have been playing a lot of Eastward, a lot of Dragon Quest. And then also some ARMS. That is a game I hope gets a sequel with a good like single player mode, because I'm not or I don't get to play in multiplayer that much. I don't have friends that play them with me, I guess. But yeah. Oh. Maybe I should have thought about this previously. Of course there's going to be a patch. How long is it? 11 minutes. Oh shoot. Well, I guess it's not too long. I could cut it. Let's see if I have something to talk about. I can talk over this. I guess, well, one of the things why I recorded this video is also I wanted to just test if I ever stream, could I be like... I don't feel good about my English, especially like I can talk quite well on my own. When you are talking to other people, it gets a little bit stressful, and I'm not doing that well. So that is one reason why I don't quite feel like doing it, and the other reason is that I watch quite a lot of like smaller streamers. I try to go through like smaller categories, or I guess not smaller categories, but like I have quite weird games on my like Twitch list. Like for example, SteamWorld Heist 2. At the moment, that doesn't have many people streaming it. Usually like people below 10 viewers. But I like to go to those streams because you get to talk a lot more. And I usually browse quite a lot to actually find somebody I want to watch to. and you get to see quite a lot of like, for example, if I would stream, I wouldn't put my webcam on because I don't know, it adds some pressure to me, I think. Like, if I, for example, for the first streams, I would have it off so I can just focus on talking clear English. No need to focus on like me trying to figure out stuff inside my head. And it all shown on the screen. And when I watch those like smaller streams, one of the things that like usually when I leave from the stream is that because of people just don't talk. Like I go to the stream and I start watching it and there's, for example, a minute of silence, which is fine. And then the commentary is a couple words and then again a couple of minutes of silence. And I feel like if I streamed, it would be like that and it's not entertaining. I wouldn't like to watch that. Which is not to say you shouldn't stream if you do like that. Because it's all about just like building a community and finding friends. It's okay like that, but I feel like I personally feel like nobody would watch that. Like for a good comparison, nobody even watches my videos that I put out, like the longer ones. So why would nobody watch the streams either? But just to prove myself wrong, this is kind of like a test to see how much I can like keep up a conversation and stuff like that. And how well my English can keep up with that, mostly testing that. And I feel like I said somewhere in the video, I have my good days and bad days about like talking stuff. Sometimes I don't feel it when I start recording, but when I have recorded, I feel like really tired and I don't feel like talking that much, which makes the videos quite boring. And it's that's why I record quite infrequently, because it's quite hard to judge that. And then it's basically the video wasted. And if it's something that I have been already recording for previously and uploaded some stuff, then it kind of ruins it. And you kind of need to upload it. No idea where I was going with that. Regarding what I have coming for later this year, I want to finish Snufkin. Then Tears of the Kingdom will be just a video in a couple of months, I guess, when I have time. What else I have going on? Eastward I dropped. I kind of want to play more of the Hogwarts game. But with that also is that I don't know how much I remember about it, and also then I don't remember the controls at all. And also to add the list of also, I wouldn't have the time to finish it. Like I would upload a video and then it would take another like 6 months to do something more with it. I also actually recorded for High on Life. That I have one video up on my channel. I have one video recorded for it after, I think, has it been 1 year now? Or 2 years? Probably a year. Since I recorded the first one. I recorded one after that. I didn't feel so good about it, so I hauled it and didn't edit it much. I think the reason why I didn't feel so good about it was because of the flickering on the screen that was on the first video. I thought I got it solved, but then that video also had it. And it was quite laggy, so I didn't feel good about it for that reason. But then I this summer played more of it and thought I might finish it off. But the day I recorded it, I have a couple of clips about it on my channel, or shorts, should I say. The day I started doing that, it dropped out of Game Pass, where I had it. So might be an end for that. And then I have also been recording for Alan Wake, but for that I promised myself, like, I think it has 7 chapters and I have recorded the first 2, and the chapters next are like a couple hours long that I watched in YouTube how long they will be to record. And you can always add time to that, because I'm not going to go as fast as somebody who knows the game already. So I haven't had the time to record more of that, and those original 2 videos have been recorded after Christmas, I think. But that is something I promised myself. I would only upload those videos when I actually finish recording everything. And then I wanted to record Quantum Break after that. Maybe Max Payne, the first game. There is a remake coming out as well, so maybe I've saved it. Then Control, that I have played already myself. So I thought it would be nice also to record through it and get my reactions on the whole like story saga or whatever that is. And then finally play Alan Wake 2. Feel like I missed one game in there. The original Alan Wake DLC at least. Wait. I'm looking at the OBS, not the correct screen. A moment. Let me also see the sound levels. They are. But I'm very excited to give this one a go. And I just want to sit back and admire the art style. It looks so good. What is this loading screen? Is it loading to my own death? Let me put the sounds a little bit higher and fully expect them to like explode in my ears when I press A. I guess quite good. Also, one thing that I didn't know about this game, Lance Reddick, who passed away, I think it was last year or this year. One of his like last video game roles was this game, if I'm not incorrect. Yes, there are subtitles. No. Let's go and see how it runs and how it looks and how it plays.
So, what are we dealing with here?
Full cyclic spikes measured at over 180 BPUs. Italy, Russia, Scotland, and the US. We've managed to contain the effects so far.
So why the heck am I flying to Argentina?
The spikes held a coded message, coordinates. They point to a large abandoned building just outside of Bariloche. Roberts began reconnaissance at 1830 hours, but we've heard nothing since.
Lucky Roberts? Damn.
Your job is to find Roberts and investigate possible links between this location and the spikes before they cause any further...
The beginning of with your job, it reminded me one of those like Mission Impossible mission briefings when you get your mission. Your job is to eliminate target yada yada yada. Do you accept the mission?
at short notice. Be nice.
You should tell her that. She hates me.
You should prepare yourself. Once you land, you're going straight in.
Straight in where exactly?
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Prologue. What I heard, or the reviews I watched, the story isn't like anything too special, but based on the trailers I saw and the few in the reviews, it looked intriguing to me. Oh, we have a percentage now. Nice. Why does it look like the game is on like 2/3 of the screen? 1100 hours. I am looking. I am focusing.
Adler? I'm in. Transport device seems to work.
Frame rate.
In what looks like the world's suckiest rent fair. No sign of Lucky. Can you guys even hear me? Anyone?
The frame rate does not seem great so far, but let's see it in action.
They're coming in loud and clear, but the feedback from Lucky's commands.
But look at this art style. It looks like a comic book. Looks so good. Can I do any moves? No. I'm quite surprised about the performance because the like levels that I have seen on the reviews or previews, and then just looking at here, like the graphics don't look too demanding. Oh. Don't look too demanding, and the levels don't seem too big, so it's hard for me to like understand the reason why it's not running that well on the Switch. It should be able to run this. Oh, there's a dodge. Can I do anything else? Oh, I can hit. Look at this. Oh. What I understood from some of the reviews, this character really likes to hit. But I would assume they would hit on the bigger hand. No.
Hey, Altman. Reality seems pretty stable right now. But this tethered doohickey looks ready to crap out on me. Hate to think how Lucky's doing without one.
Stabilized it brave.
Yeah, I get it. Don't break the tether.
Oh, we have a little jump. What was the tutorial level in some game where I, like, game journalist couldn't make that jump? That just reminded me of that.
Mortal.
Yes, I am. I wouldn't like to be, but I am.
I?
You trespass upon the word.
Yes.
Hey, it wasn't exactly a sign. Look, tell me where my friend is and we'll be gone before you know.
Or become a new friend for me. Oh, they left. That always happens when you try to make new friends. Sad. I shouldn't have asked it yet. Oh, I need to hold to make. Ooh. That felt good, at least.
Oh, come on.
That was really framey. Hopefully this is. Oh, this runs a little bit better in handheld. Oh, they really aren't strong.
Now you tell me.
Oh, hello. They wanted to do a like fist bump, but I missed and hit their face and they died. Oops, oopsie. When you are not quite like familiar with your strength, those things might happen. But yeah, I expect it to perform a little bit better in the handheld. When it's in like lower resolution, I assume. Oh, that is a big guy. Duck. I don't want to duck. And that does not look like a duck. So both of those are incorrect. I want to attack.
Crap, this guy's big. Altman, tell Tatman and see why Lucky might have had problems.
Oh, I thought he died. Fool or a protagonist?
You're really starting to piss me off, you know that?
Your soul will remain here forever.
How about my physical body?
And join the warp and weft of the word.
What does word mean? I don't know that. And can I also can I
Gonna happen. got
explore?
things to do.
No. So far the combat doesn't seem too hard. Can I dash? Yeah, I can dash on the side. And if I don't have a direction. Oh, it will do that. In the tutorial when you needed to dodge, he dodged like in front of him. Maybe it's a thing when you are attacked. Probably. Is this faster? Is this a speedrun strat? I don't think so, because you stop after.
Great.
Oh, there was a sprint. Hello there. Oh, this was the block button. Yeah. Hit the statue. Haha. Idiot. You can hit me, but I hit harder, so I win.
Okay, I'm done.
That's my problem with
How about you
roguelikes
tell me
usually.
where Lucky is?
You wish for a roll then? What shall it be?
I'm a little bit too aggressive with my attacking and don't care about my health.
Fool, perhaps?
Yes, I'm a fool.
Not even gonna answer that.
Yeah, it's so clear. No need to answer it. Just do a heavy attack. Oh. I broke something on the side. Oh, there's a lot of this. Oh, small stuff. Wait. Did I dodge that? I did dodge that. Oh. And they just die after I kill it. Oh, that's useful. No need to care about them then. I can go either there or to this ominous looking building. I guess we are going here. The frame rate definitely not good in docked mode, but I think it's playable so far. Only thing I don't like at the moment is the camera being like so much off from the shoulder and the character being quite big in front of it. Like, the character covers quite a lot on the screen. Oh? Hello there? A friend? Can I do something?
Congratulations, mortal. I am Scheherazade,
Could you have a easier name to pronounce?
weaver of
Oh.
the weird, the condemned one reborn from the spinning of 1,000 tales.
That does literally say nothing to me.
Not husband, but spouse to Shahryar.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, that would be my answer as well.
You have earned the role in this tale.
Thank you. Do I get to play the hero?
What the hell?
I mark you protagonist.
Ooh.
As such, you may return to your world. Take your friend
Oh, was it this easy?
yonder.
Okay, that was not the best voice acting I have heard.
Follow your tale with interests.
Thank you. It is almost like I'm in the... I haven't watched the movie, but Truman Show now. Anybody home? Is there somebody dead here? Oh. Hopefully that's not my friend.
Guys, I found Lucky. He's in bad shape, but Hellboy. Hey, hang in there, buddy. Gotta figure out how to get you out of here. I can't move.
Well, that's obvious. Try to say something that is a little bit more useful. If he dies and goes to hell, I'm Hellboy. Can I visit hell?
Real big. How do we get out of here? Do what? That sounds like a really bad idea. Damn it, I don't have a better one. Grab my hand, Lucky. Time for you to live up to your name.
Okay, that cutscene switched quite quickly. The production value, it's an indie game, so it's an indie game level of like quality in the cutscenes. If you can call those cutscenes still images.
They're back! Medic!
But the voice acting not too bad so far. Issue 1. Butterfly House. I don't know, have I seen too much like skill issues written in or written in CSGO chat, but I read that title first like that and I was like, hey, it's me.
Is causing the spikes, I'm sure of it. I need to get back in there.
You were on armory duty until further notice. What the hell were you thinking?
I guess my precog failed. I didn't think I was at any risk.
Yes, I'm aware of your particular talents.
Oh, Lucky's
but that
alive.
was stupid. You entered the chamber without authorization. Your rescue op nearly cost us 2 agents. You should thank the Lord I don't kick your ass all the way back to Idaho.
Well, I'm
Oh,
clearly more
the
worth than
entity you
the
spoke to.
2 agents now.
Friendly or not.
Scheherazade? Hard to say. First I assumed they ran things, but then something spooked them. Whatever it was sounded real nasty. We got the hell out of there.
So, let me summarize. We have no idea what this house or the word has to do with the
Oh, the
spikes.
music is great.
And we still don't know why we
Is
were
it
led
like
here. That is not
subtle?
acceptable,
Is that a word?
gentlemen.
Subtle,
When did
subtle.
the folklore experts arrive?
They were supposed to be here 4 hours ago. For now, you're on your own. Now get back in there and find out what's going on. Dismissed.
Okay, I think I'm going to end it here. It's already been 1.5 an hour. Thoughts on this so far? I'm always going to play this in handheld. Like I play like basically all of my Switch games, except when I'm recording. So I hope the performance is great there. But I must say it's not ideal, at least in docked. But like I said in the beginning, I'm going to get Switch 2 when it releases as soon as I can, and like I'm 99% sure the games will be, or you can put the Switch 1 games into the Switch 2, so the performance should be better there, and I can just wait to play it there then. But I like the style of the game, I like the sound of the game, the combat seems to be simple enough for me, which is a good thing as well. I'm not a master in video game combat by any means, especially blocking. I just go, kill them. But yeah, what else? I'm on a holiday next week, so don't expect any videos then. Maybe one thing I have been wanting to do this year, or this summer I started to think about it. Usually when I play games, as a video game development student, I like to practice game design, which is something I want to work on and study. When I play a game, or usually when I complete it, I start to think what would I have done differently to improve the game, or what kind of mechanics would I have added. And I thought that would be maybe something interesting to do on the channel, just talk about stuff like that. And I have a PowerPoint made for the new Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, about there's some about things in there are called echoes, and the video would be what would be the echo I would add to the game. So if I have time, I'm going to script it today and then record and edit tomorrow, and maybe these 2 videos out then, either next week and either today. I don't know. Those are the plans. Give me some feedback if somebody watches this, and tell what you thought about this. Was this completely boring? Was it too long? How would you like it? Would it be better if it was 10 or 20 minutes and just quickly going through stuff? But yeah, at least I tried something different. And after recording, I think there was the beginning was good. Then there was a bit of a slump during the Game Awards predicting stuff. I don't know if that was as fun as I thought. And then I quite enjoyed giving this a go. So yeah, give your thoughts. Hopefully I see you here next time. And most importantly, thank you for watching. And have a great rest of the summer or whatever season it is in your country. Goodbye.